Hello, everyone. This is Callie Teagarden coming live out of Sugar Land, Texas. I am so excited because today is Tip Thursday. So drop down below if you're listening to this live, or if you are watching on replay. One, if you're live. Two, if you're on replay. And also let us know where you're watching from. Now, you definitely want to grab a pen and a piece of paper because I have seen these tips. I am so excited about everything that's going to be shared. So let's not wait. Let's get started. We're going to start with my friend Amy.
Great, thanks, Callie. So Jim and I live in a tourist destination, and people come from all over the world to visit the Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore Park. So I love to take photos from our area and put them on the inside, outside and the inside of our cards. And then I especially use these for birthdays, and people save these cards because they're special, because they recognize where these cards came from, and they love those pictures. So you can do the same thing with monuments or parks or something that is important and features your area, and put those on your cards. When I do this, again, they know that these are from our area and that I created these cards. They're not just something off the shelf. So it creates that special personalized element to it.
I'm Chip Barkell from Toronto, Canada, and I'm a realtor. One of the features of send-out cards I like best is using the first impressions cards. They're kind of, I call them designer cards. There's a series of 3 black and 3 white cards, kind of a pearl finish. Thank you, great to meet you, and celebrating possibilities. So if I meet someone in a business setting, I find they're professional yet fun, and you can be creative. There's a place on the inside of these cards to add a photograph and your own heartfelt message, and you can add your branding on the back. So if I've met someone professionally, I might steal a picture from Facebook, put it in there saying, great to meet you, with a little message. I met a builder back in May at a pizza restaurant, and as we left, he gave me his card, said, please keep in touch. Well, that's all someone has to do is say, please keep in touch, and they're going to get a card. So I went home, made a nice to meet you card, sent it with the brownies and a heartfelt message from our conversation. A couple weeks later, about a week later, I got a call thanking me profusely for the card and the brownies. He was kind of like a kid at Christmas. I found out from the pizza guy that he had called him and said, you will never guess what I got from Chip. And the guy said, he definitely got brownies. So I ended up handling one of his listings. 2 weeks later, he introduced me by email to another builder, and I did a listing for him and additional properties to buy. So that $15 card and brownies is paying back.
I'm Kathy Rickley out of Las Vegas. How's everyone? Hey, so when I was building, this is a really good tip for direct sales, people that do the home party plan businesses, direct sellers. When I was building my direct sales business, you know, I would set up a party, and the hostess was always nervous about, like, you know, what kind of food do I put out? You know, how do I decorate the house? So I would snap pictures of, you know, the food, her friends, you know, is everybody having a good time? And then I would put them all on social media and say, hey, thanks for having a party. Well, when I started using send out cards, I would put the pictures, I would put the pictures in a card. So I just hosted a party for a friend of mine that's in direct sales, and I told her how to do the same thing. So she put the pictures of her party on the front of the card with a heartfelt message for me thanking for hosting, and then her branding is on the back. So I would say to direct sellers and home party plan people, put those on social media as well, but then also send them a card, capture those memories, let the hostess know that it was a special time sharing with her friends hosting the party, send a box of brownies and say, hey, it was great hosting a party with you. I had a blast with your friends. I'll see you in a couple of weeks when your product arrives. In the meantime, enjoy the brownies. So it's easy to have the address, obviously, because you're already at her house. So I literally did it sitting in the driveway when I did it the first time, and sent it to her. And what had happened because of that, it was a realtor that received it. She showed it to people at her office. They said, where did you get that really cool card? And they said, oh, my representative sent it to me. So not only did I make more sales at the time in that business, the realtor also asked me, well, how did you get your stuff on that? I want to put pictures on a card. She came up with all these ideas. So kind of signed her up, and that's how I kind of evolved into just send out cards. But it's a great, great tip to help grow your direct sales and home party plan business. So thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
That was a great tip, Kathy. So my name is Dee, and I am a dental hygienist out of San Jose, California. And what we do is we choose to love on our patients. In order for us to stand apart and stand aside, we love on our patients by giving them cards. We look for opportunities to appreciate on them. This particular one says happy anniversary, but it's happy anniversary. They're still married to us. How many times have you been at a practice or somewhere and have been there for many of years and no one has ever took the time to realize that you've been with them for so long? So that's a great tip that we use. Every patient that comes in, we find a way to celebrate something in their life, whether that's a new arrival or their first visit to our office. So this way we change transactions and services into real friendships. When you have friendships, they'll never leave you, they can't wait to talk about you, and you generate more referrals.
I love that. Hi there, everybody. My name is Isabel Drogue, and I'm from Vancouver Island, Canada. My husband and I are in real estate, and one of the fun uses that we like to do and use send out cards is for what we call pop-by mailers. And in the gift catalog, send out cards has really neat little gifts that fit right into cards. And here's one card that we can send 100 out, takes us about 5 minutes, and it just says, drop me a line. And it's a let's catch up, I'd love to chat. This is a cute little coaster that fits right into the card, and it's like a little telephone dial, and it says, why hello there. So people will still use it. When they're using it, they're gonna remember you. And of course, on the back of our card is our branding, which is wonderful, and it's a lot of fun.
Hi, my name is Bart Rabbit. I'm a marketing consultant from Salt Lake City. I've actually been using send out cards in my business for 12 years. And it's something I highly recommend for all my clients, regardless of what they do online. You still have to have that tangible touch offline. The story I'm going to talk about today, one of the great things about sending out cards is how you can create your own custom cards using pictures from either the internet or from their Facebook page. To give an example, I read a book called Fanatical Prospecting 18 months ago by a guy named Jeb Blunt. And it really had a big impact on me on a project I was working on. So I created this card for him. I put his picture on him, and I told him, Fanatical Prospecting is the greatest book on prospecting I've ever read. So this is the card I sent him. The next card I sent him, because he sent me a thank you card and his new book, I sent him this card right here with holding his book. And then, of course, I put another picture with the Fanatical Prospecting. A couple weeks later, he was doing a presentation for a bunch of military guys. I sent him a card with another picture of Jeb in there. Another picture with Jeb. Another picture with Jeb. And what did that end up? 9 months later, he came to Salt Lake City. We got to hook up one of my biggest, just a giant in the sales industry. I actually had a chance to have dinner with him, and he's become a great friend over the last year and a half. So that's what send out cards did for me and what it can do for you.
I love that story, Bart. So my name is Candace Dardy. I'm in Muskegon, Michigan, and my husband and I owned a custom furniture for about 20 years. We retired last year, and we sold our furniture exclusively on the internet. We did not have a storefront, so our customers couldn't touch the furniture, feel the furniture. They couldn't jump up and down on it. They had no idea what the quality would be. They didn't know what the finish was actually going to look like. They were buying blind. So testimonials was really important for us. The more testimonials we had, the more clients we would gain the trust of. So after every order was shipped, I would send a thank you card, just a basic thank you card with a picture of the furniture on the inside. And then I would, after profusely thanking them, I would ask them basically this: every piece of furniture Shane creates is one of a kind because each client is unique. And we'd love to see how you added your own style to your furniture. And then I asked them to text a picture to me. So not only did they, and I included sea salt caramels, because who doesn't love sea salt caramels? So not only did they text me a photo of their furniture in their home with their bedding on it and their other furniture and their art and everything, so perfectly staged photos, but they also sent a little note telling us how thrilled they were with their furniture and what the great quality was and all that. So it was twofold. I got a picture, I got a testimonial, and then I could take the photo, put it on social media, put it on our blog, send it out in a newsletter, and I had these wonderful photos that were taken in beautiful homes. I mean, places like the Bahamas and Nashville, and I mean, we had some really amazing clients. And it was a very nice, soft touch way to ask for something that helped us sell more furniture.
That's awesome, Candace. Hey, I am Jennifer Coral, and I'm a realtor out of Pearland, Texas. And I'm also a mom and huge in community service and booster clubs in our area. I have used send out cards through our FFA Booster Club, thanking people for buying our animals, as well as thanking sponsors for some of our events. And I love to take pictures of events and people that are there and send them to everyone that's there to show my appreciation. And this is one of our blue pinwheel fields, and I made sure that everyone that attended this event got a card, and it's twofold because I'm thanking them and giving them lots of gratitude for all the time that they give us, but then I also have my information. It's branded on the back with my information. So I love sending out cards because I can show my love and get love at the same time.
Hey everybody, I am Lori Delk. I'm a web and branding and marketing consultant in Nashville, Tennessee. And one of the ways that I love to use send out cards is I'm one of those infomaniacs. I'm reading stuff all the time. I have books in every room in my house and in my car, in my briefcase, on my desk, everywhere. And I love information. And so one day I found this card, or well, this saying that says, lions can sleep for up to 20 hours a day. And so I found a cute little picture of a lion, and I threw it on a card. And then I just sent that out to people just to keep in touch and make that touch and that build that relationship, right? And so it just says, don't be lying around. Go out and enjoy this beautiful weather, right? And so, and then I'm very family oriented, so I always put my kids and family on the backs of the cards too, so.
Wow, 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 wow is all I have to say. Amazing ideas on how to use send out cards. And if you have never sent a card on the send out card system, now is the time to try it. Get back with the person who shared this video with you and let them know that you want to send your first card out for free, and they'll be able to help you do that. So thank you for joining us. Thank you to all of our wonderful business professionals on Tip Thursday. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, everyone.